A very good morning and Sai Ram to all my dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine at your homes. Right, children? So, as you can see that today is your environmental studies class and we are doing chapter number. Which chapter we are doing? We are doing chapter number 14. Conserving our environment. Which chapter? Name the chapter? Conserving our environment. This chapter, today we will finish this chapter and also we will do the revision that what we have studied in this chapter. Okay, let's start. I hope you all are having books in your hands, in pencil, pen also. So, we have studied till biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, right? Biodegradable waste is easily rot and mix in soil. But non-biodegradable waste, it cannot rot and it cannot mix in soil because it contains plastic bags, plastic bottles, glass bottle, metal cans, etc. Alright, now today we are going to start from reducing waste. How we can reduce the waste. Alright. To conserve the environment, we should follow the policy of 4R. We should follow 4 R's. What are these 4 R's? Refuse, reduce, reuse and recycle. Repeat. Refuse, reduce, reuse and recycle. These are the 4 R's to conserve, to save the environment. Okay. If anybody asks you what are the 4 R's to save or conserve the environment, what did you reply? What will you reply? There are 4 R's to save the or conserve the environment, and these are refuse, reduce, reuse and recycle. Alright, these are 4 R's which we have to follow to conserve our environment, to conserve our earth. Okay, children? Now let's read about all these 4 R's in detail. That what are these? Okay? First one is refuse. What it is? Refuse. Things that add to garbage. It means the things which add to garbage. For example, when you go shopping, take your own cotton bag and refuse the plastic bag given by the shopkeeper. Okay? Refuse means you will refuse it. No, I don't use the plastic bag. I can carry my own bag, own cotton bag or jute bag. Alright, to carry the things from the market. Okay? Okay, we have to refuse all those things which create garbage. What? We have to refuse all those things which add something to the garbage. Alright, we have to refuse using plastic bags. We have to refuse the plastic bag given by the shopkeeper. We should carry our own bag. We should carry our own cotton bag, and cotton bag we will carry things like vegetable, fruits. We will come back home, wash it and use again. Yes? Yes or no? So we should refuse using those things which creates garbage. Okay? Now let's see the second one. Reduce. Reduce the use of things that create garbage. Again, we have to reduce. We have to reduce those things which creates garbage. We often buy more than we need and end up throwing out some of it. Okay, for example, if we buy too many vegetables, some of them rot and have to be thrown away, thereby increasing garbage. If you buy only as much as you need, you will reduce the garbage. Reduce means the things, we have to reduce the use of those things which creates garbage. It means we can buy only that much things which we need. We don't have to buy, if we went to a vegetable shop, there is no need to buy so many vegetables in kgs. Okay, if we are having a family of 4, we only have to purchase the things which is sufficient for the family. We don't have to buy too many things. We don't have to buy too many things, because after, yes, I am taking the example of vegetable. If we are having a family of 4 and I have purchased 4 kgs of potatoes. What I have purchased? 4 kgs of potatoes. Then daily I will eat potato. Today potato, tomorrow potato, day after tomorrow potato. No. We need to reduce the quantity which we are purchasing, because after few days it rot and we have to throw them out, and when we are throwing it, it creates or it increases the garbage. So there is a need to reduce the things that create garbage. We only have to buy the things, we only have to buy only as much as we need. We only have to buy the things as much as we need. We don't have to create garbage. We are not there to create garbage. We are helping the environment in reducing the garbage. So we only have to buy the things we need in a sufficient quantity. Understood? Reduce. Now next, reuse. What? Reuse. Instead of throwing away plastic bottles, they can be stored water. Empty jars or pickle bottles can be used to store things in kitchen. Plastic bags can be used again and again. Thus, waste can be reduced by reusing the things instead of throwing. Reuse. It means we have earlier used the thing. Now we are again using it. So it becomes reuse. So we have to reuse those things which can easily be reused. Instead of throwing them away or creating a garbage, we can reuse it. Like plastic bottles can be used to store water. Empty jam bottles, pickle bottles, they are also used in kitchen for storing different things. Plastic bags can be used again and again. Thus, waste can be reduced. Because of doing all these things, waste can be reduced by reusing the things. Okay? Go After this video, go in a kitchen and see that your mother have organized the kitchen in such a good way that she has used the plastic bottles, she has used the empty jam bottles, pickle bottles to store some things in kitchen, right? And plastic bags also can be used again and again. Okay, so we don't have to throw so many things, we don't have to create so many garbage. The things which can easily be reused, we have to reuse them, okay, to conserve the environment. Understood? Now we have the next one, recycle. Recycle. Things that cannot be reused, things that cannot be reused can be used to make other useful things. Can be used to make other useful things. It is known as recycling. Okay. If the things cannot be reused, if we are not using, or if the thing is not able to reuse, if we are not able to reuse that thing because that thing is not able to use again, so we can use it to make other useful things. This process is called recycling. Okay. The waste collector means the garbage collector man. The waste collector who often visit our home to buy old newspapers, magazines, plastic, glass, metal waste, takes them to a place where they can be used to make new things. Like old newspapers and magazines are used to make paper bags. They are used to make small envelopes. Okay. Plastic, glass and metal waste, these can be sent to some other place. From there it can be recycled to make new things. All right. Newspaper, magazines are kept separate to make its use, like any decorative piece from newspaper or magazine, any paper bag, envelope, these are made from old newspaper. Plastic, glass, metal waste, they can be take them to a separate place, and from that place the new things, from these things new things were made. All right. So old newspaper, from old newspaper, paper bags, right, or envelopes, these are made. Paper can also be recycled. Paper can also be recycled. Plastic, metal and glass pieces are melted in factories and made new things. Plastic, metal and glass pieces, they are melted in factories and made into new things. All right. Now I hope you understood refuse. Refuse means we should what? We should refuse using those things which create garbage, right? Reduce. What is the meaning of reduce? We have to reduce the use of those things which create garbage. Okay, like we have to carry our own bags. Okay. Reuse. We have to reuse those things which can easily be reused, like plastic bottles, empty bottles, old newspapers, like this. Recycle. Recycle means if the things are not reused, they can be sent to some place, and from there it can be made into new things, like old newspaper, magazines, they are used for making paper bags or envelopes. Plastic, metal and glass pieces, they are melted in a factory, and from there new things are made. So all the 4 R's are clear: refuse, reduce, reuse and recycle. Okay. Now, recycling biodegradable waste. We have to recycle the biodegradable waste. What are biodegradable waste? Which can easily rot and mix in soil. Okay. So we have to recycle those waste. Now let's see how. Biodegradable waste can use to help the environment. Which waste? Biodegradable waste can be used to help the environment. It can be converted into manure for plants by the process of composting. Okay. It can be converted into manure. It can be converted into manure for plants, and the process is called composting. Alright. It consists of burying the waste in the soil about 2 months. It means we have to bury the waste in the soil. Okay, for about 2 months. It rots and changes into manure, which is called compost, which is excellent for plants. First of all, biodegradable waste can be used to help the environment, right? It can be converted into manure for plants by the process of composting. Okay. Then it consists of burying of waste in the soil for about 2 months. It rot and mixed and changed into manure, which is excellent for plants. Paper which is made from wood can be recycled. Paper is made from wood. Paper is made from wood, and that can be recycled. This saves more trees from being cut. Okay. First of all, biodegradable waste helps the environment. It can convert into manure for plants by the process of composting. It consists of burying the waste in the soil for about 2 months. Then it rots and mix. And change into manure, which is excellent for plants. Okay. Paper is made from wood and can be recycled. This can save trees from being cut. Okay. Now help reduce pollution. How we can help in reducing the pollution? Plant a tree. We should plant more and more tree. Or plant to save the environment. Why? Because they take carbon dioxide and gives oxygen, right? And gives oxygen. That's why we have to grow more and more trees, and when there are more and more trees, the pollution will automatically reduced. Save fuel to reduce pollution. Save fuel. We have to save the fuel. That means if we are going to some nearby place, we should avoid using cars or motor vehicles. Okay, we should use bicycle. Now we have save electricity. We have to save electricity. We don't have to use it much. If in a daytime we don't need tube lights, we don't need lights, because we already have light from sun. So we don't need light in daytime. Alright, so we have to save the electricity. Now we have use of solar energy. Use of solar energy. Use of solar energy, it means we have to use alternative source as much as possible. For example, we can use solar heater on the rooftop of our house. Instead of using electricity, we can easily use solar heater, right? This helps the environment. It will also reduce the pollution. And when we have the energy like solar energy in abundant, so why don't we use the solar energy, right? Careful use of pesticides and insecticides. We have to carefully use the pesticides and insecticides, because these also creates lot of pollution, and these are also harmful for our health. Okay, insecticides and pesticides are also harmful for our health. This creates pollution in river, pollution in water. Okay, so excessive use of fertilizers or pesticides or insecticides, this creates what? This creates pollution. Now next, manage household waste. We have to manage our household waste. How? Like we have studied 4 R's. We can reuse the things which can easily be used. We can refuse the use. We can reduce the things which creates garbage. Right? Yes or no? So, if we follow the 4 R's in our daily life, we can help the environment, keeping it clean and healthy. We can create a healthy environment, right? Here we have to plant more and more trees. We have to plant more and more trees to protect the environment and keep it healthy. Save fuel and reduce pollution. It means walk or cycle for short distances to save the fuel, because we can save the natural resources. Yes, we can save the natural resources, and this can also reduce the pollution. Save electricity means we don't have to waste the electricity. We have to save the fuel. Solar energy, we have the energy from sun in abundant, so we can easily use that solar energy in our day-to-day life, like solar heaters, solar panels, solar lights. Yes, this can directly save the electricity. Careful use of pesticides and insecticides, because this creates pollution. Okay. Manage the household waste by using 4 P's. 4 R's. Okay, children. Now let's see what we have studied in this chapter, in this whole chapter. First of all, environment includes everything that makes up the surrounding of the living things. Isn't it? We have studied what is environment. Environment includes everything that makes up the surroundings of a living things. Second, pollution damage the environment. We must try to reduce. We have studied 4 pollutions here: air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and 3 we have studied air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Okay. We can reduce air pollution by burning less fuel, using filters in the factory to filter out the harmful substance, and by afforestation. Afforestation means planting more and more trees and plants. Okay. How air pollution can be reduced? Air pollution can be reduced by burning less fuel, using filters in the factories, and by afforestation. Because of afforestation, the air become clean. Now, water pollution. Water pollution can be reduced by treating sewage and waste from the factories before disposing them in water. We have to use such methods of treating sewage and sewage waste and waste from factories before they dispose in the water. Land pollution. Land pollution can be reduced by managing garbage better, and by regulating the use of fertilizers and pesticides. How land pollution can be reduced? Land pollution can be reduced by managing garbage in a better way, and also controlling the use of fertilizers and pesticides. Okay. Now we studied about biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste rot and mix with the soil, but non-biodegradable waste does not mix or rot in soil. Then we studied to conserve. If we want to conserve the environment, we should follow the policy of 4 R's: refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle. These can be followed very strictly to conserve, save, or protect the environment. Okay, children? I hope you understood this chapter very well. Read the chapter again and try to do the exercises, which are very easy. Alright, children? Till then, take care of yourself and your elders, and Sai Ram.